Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good day. Good night. I don't know. Whatever time it is for you. Uh, Happy Friday, baby. Happy Friday. Yeah. Zach, what up, dude? Hey, excuse me. What you doing, man? My dude. What it do? What it do? I feel better, dude. I'm having a really hard time kicking this cough, man. This cough has been just like sticking hard. Yeah. So, fighter today, solid, dude. Good, good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The cough's just the only thing that's really lingering really bad, man. So, it's a thing. I get over it, man. It's a weird. I haven't had a cough linger like this, man. I don't know ever. It's weird. But it's slowly getting there, dude. So, you know, but I feel good. I mean, I feel good. It's just a cough, man. It's just annoying. But thanks for asking, man. Glad that you'll have a quieter day today. That's great, especially on a Friday, man. Or have had, and will continue to have until the day is done for you. I know you're a bit ahead of me for sure. Yeah. So we will be starting Bloodstained Ritual of the Night today. Unfortunately, man, I'm still having some issues getting the PS3 running through the capture card. I think I might need a different splitter to bypass the HDCP stuff. So we'll I've got another one on the way. We'll see if that's the issue. But what we're gonna do is reverse the playthroughs. So we're gonna go Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That's what we're gonna do starting today, and then we'll get into Castlevania afterwards. So that's the play. And it'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll still be good. We were gonna play Castlevania first because that's the game that came out on PS1 way back in the day, roughly 20 years ago. A little bit more maybe, but close to 20 years ago, I think. I've got dates. I just need to look them up. I've got them put into the command for Castlevania. I just can't remember what they are right now. It's a long time ago, dude. Might even be longer than 20. I think it's longer than 20 years. Anyways, it's the precursor, and I would have rather played Castlevania first, but it's okay. We'll just have to take a look at the modern take on the game, which is Bloodstained, before we take a look at Castlevania. It'll be cool either way. So that'll be what we do. Sorry for no gaming content yesterday. It was just a day where I started having a lot of just life things pile up. I could feel it. I could feel it on the old shoulders. You know what I mean? And I needed the day to go ahead and just knock it all out, and I did. So I feel much better. I got a lot of stuff taken care of. It was a very productive day for me, even though I wasn't able to do what I like to do, which is sit here with you guys and play games. Now we should be good to go for a while. So we'll do the news, as always. Then we're going to watch the PlayStation State of Play. We'll probably get some news on what they showcased yesterday, but we'll go ahead and watch it today, too. And watch the VOD before we get into Bloodstained Day 1. Cool. That's the plan. Let's go ahead and start it off here. Listening to Subnautica this morning. Subnautica soundtrack. Very cool game. Very cool soundtrack. Survival, base building, resource gathering type game. Mostly aquatic. Go check it out. Very cool. And the soundtrack's pretty dope too. So go check it out. Cool. Let's get in it. So good. Looks like PlayStation Plus games for March have been announced. Take a look at that. I think we already kind of hit on this. What was the other game? Was it this? No, it was a different title. It was a different title that we had hit on recently, where they were talking about a game that was going to require a constant internet connection. I think, but it looks like Suicide Squad's in the same boat. Yep. Even to just play like the single player campaign stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? We'll pull it up. We'll take a look. Because I don't even know if there's anything outside of a single player in this game. I don't even know if there's going to be multiplayer in it. We'll take a look and see what they say. Oh, baby, Scorpion is back. Mortal Kombat 12 confirmed for 2023 release, dude. I was just talking about this the other day. We hadn't really seen anything on this front in a while, but the fact that Evo's coming around, Evo is set to come out later on this year, right? So we're talking about, if you're not familiar, Evo is the big fighting tournament that happens every year, middle of the year, late summer, actually. I think it's more late summer. And the more notorious competitive fighting scenes are all fighting games are always at that competition, that event. You're talking like Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Used to be Smash until last year, whenever Sony purchased the rights to Evo, and Nintendo thought it'd be really cool to not let people play Smash anymore, and it really just came off as a big slap in the face to fans of Smash Brothers. They played Multiverses there last year. A lot of fighting games. That's what it's centered around, right? We know Street Fighter 6 is supposed to be out early summer this year, so Street Fighter 6 is probably going to be at Evo. We've been talking about how Tekken 8 probably won't be out until late this year, so Tekken 7 will be at Evo again this year. But I was talking about how Mortal Kombat 12 is supposed to be not too far away, but we hadn't seen a whole lot on it yet. And here we go, man. So we'll have a nice little maybe look at what Scorpion's going to be doing in some Mortal Kombat 12, baby. Looks like they've got the list out for Amazon Prime gaming free games and on their Luna platform for March. Take a look at that. We've already kind of hit on how well Hogwarts Legacy is doing. And I would say rightfully so on console. In my opinion, the game shouldn't have ever released on PC in the fact that it obviously is just a console-built game that they tried to port over to PC, and it felt terrible. So, a lot of people trying to play the game on PC felt cheated, and I'm one of them. So, if you couldn't tell. We've already talked about that as well. Past couple of news segments. If you're not aware, TLDR. There's so many competitors to Microsoft, right? Whether it be NVIDIA in the cloud gaming space, or the console players, the big console players of Nintendo and Sony, on that front. Microsoft's ingrained in a lot of different areas of the gaming industry, and basically every front of it has had their competitors, as well as like Google, because Microsoft's starting to try to really, really build up like an app store, just like Google has. Google's in the mix too. They've all been criticizing this potential acquisition of Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. Okay, NVIDIA criticizing for the cloud gaming space. Google criticizing for what it will do to be anti-competitive for the their app store, and the other console players, mainly PlayStation, not really Nintendo, mainly PlayStation. Uh, it's anti-competitive for the console, when really it comes off more like they don't want to find ways to compete with what Microsoft will be doing after said acquisition. They just want things to remain the way it is and not let Microsoft continue with this venture, which is a really good play on their part. I don't know. But Nvidia has now shut their mouths because Microsoft showed up and said, look, man, we'll give you a 10-year agreement. You can have Call of Duty for 10 years on your cloud platform. And Nvidia was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, you guys can go ahead and buy Activision Blizzard now, you know? So this is all part of the game, you know what I mean? I get that. But it's so funny that like that's what really the goal is of all these other companies, was like, oh man, we should have tried to probably buy them if they could have afforded it, but they couldn't, or they didn't. And instead of going, man, that was a really good move, they go, oh, this can't happen. This is detrimental to us and our business. You know, this is anti-competitive. Instead of them, going, this is actually going to, looking at it as a way that would increase competitiveness in the market by making these other businesses find ways to be more competitive and be more innovative in the industry and elevate the quality of products that they're bringing out to the customer to compete with what Microsoft would then have. It's obviously just anti-competitive, you know. But that's basically what's gone down. Now Nvidia has been given a 10-year contract with Microsoft in the event that the acquisition does happen, that Call of Duty will be on their platform for 10 years. And now Nvidia has shut up because they're satisfied. So there you go. Baldur's Gate 3 coming to PS5 this summer. Interesting. All right. Yeah, we're gonna watch the state of play, so I won't bring up a whole lot of stuff about that. We're gonna watch it as soon as the news segment's over. Um, we'll go watch the state of play. Cool. PSVR 2 is like hitting right now or in the coming days. I can't remember what the exact date is, but it's like hitting right now. So that we knew there was going to be a lot of PSVR 2 stuff hitting in the state of play yesterday. We've already seen a lot of stuff on it anyways, but I'm sure there's more. Looks like there's some first party PS5 games on sale right now. So we'll take a look at that. He'll be on. Take a look at that. The Pale Beyond. Okay. I've heard of it. I don't know a lot about it yet though. Escape from Tarkov invisibility glitch remains. We talked about yesterday. I'm not going to dive into this, but we talked about yesterday a pending update for Escape from Tarkov that's supposed to be fixing this issue and some other things. We've talked about this a lot. Look, what does a wave of closures mean for the live service games? It means that if you're planning on diving into that space as a developer, you better have something special. That's what it comes down to. If you're going to try and get into the live service gaming space and survive, not only do you have to have something unique and engaging to bring players in from and away from these other juggernaut live service games like Fortnite, things of that nature. But you have to consistently be putting out great new content to keep them away from those other titles. Otherwise, as we've been seeing as of late, a lot of these games, even as much as people like them, they're not surviving more than about a year average. Most of these live service games that come out are just getting shut down because ultimately the amount of money that it costs to keep the games running isn't worth it because the player base just isn't it's not sustaining the cost. So they're just getting shut down. You've already got that up. Go ahead and talk about this. New free game to get on Epic, okay? Duskers, right now, free on Epic. Go grab your free game. The next one that'll be available is starting March 2nd, and it will be available through March 9th. The current game is available from March 2nd, which was, or until March 2nd, excuse me. It was available yesterday until March 2nd, is Duskers. And from March 2nd until March 9th is going to be Rise of Industry, okay? So get your free game. Get ready for the next free game. Free games. Easy. They're free. Literally costs nothing besides maybe 4 to 5 minutes of your time if you don't have an account already. Let's go to our other search. Ow. Eyelash, sorry. How game porting is changing the video game industry. For the most part, it's ruining it. Because most devs feel like they can take a game that they developed. Look, there's been exceptions. God of War, I'll tell you, was ported over. What's up, Wick? Like God of War was an amazing port by Sony Santa Monica. That game came out 2018 for PS4 and then got ported over to PC. What was it? Was it last year or 2021? I can't remember. But we played it and it felt fantastic. So it's not that it doesn't happen occasionally, but most developers are actually terrible at it. And what also sucks is that quite often they feel like they can just develop a game fully for one platform and then port it over to another and it'll be good enough. And it doesn't work like that. There are usually glaring issues about games being ported from one platform to another, performance wise, technically. A lot of platforms don't play the same way. And it's, for me, it's just like neon lights obvious, man. Whenever developers do this. wait. Wick's throwing out all the outsiders names, man. Yeah. Oh, dude. What are you doing, Doug? You headed to work? Heath 2-Bit Matthews, dude. I always forget his full name. I just always know 2-Bit, you know? Oh, you're already there? Man, you're hopping. Early start? Yeah, apparently, dude. Didn't want to sit in traffic today, huh? Genshin Impact confirms, what is that? Baizu and Kava for 3.6. Probably butchered those names, but if you can play it. Konami reportedly planning pretty big E3 if E3 happens. Cool. Like, there's been some acquisitions in gaming studios up in Canada. Up in the Canada. Let's go take a look. See what's going on there. Ooh, Dark and Darker DevTales fans. No stolen assets or code used in development. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's cool. MLB The Show 23 interview. Negro League's Museum doing a collab with PlayStation. That's pretty neat. Nice. Yeah, we got Mortal Kombat 12 stuff already up. Yo, Wick, you said you've been playing some MLB, huh? Like the new one? Shut up. What? New one too hard. I'm playing 2022. Whatever, dude. What are you talking about? Couldn't get through the tutorial? Is that what? Couldn't get through 2023's tutorial? Dude, I own some of the older ones on PS3. I used to play a lot of it back in the day. I've always been about like being able to in sports games, whether it be NHL or Madden or the MLB games, like having a career mode. Oh, it's on Game Pass. Yeah, that makes sense, dude. I figured it was probably something like that. Um, the career mode's the stuff that always got me, dude, and that's what was so cool about NHL. Like club club mode was like having your own player that you played with other people in a club, and you like took on other teams of the same thing. That was those are things that I've always been really interested in sports games. Being able to like role play career of having your own player and stuff. I've always thought that was really neat. Pull this up. Forza Horizon 5. They were supposed to announce the DLC content yesterday, so we'll take a look at what's in here. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Also, let's see what's going on in that article. Armored Core 6 trailer gameplay and everything we know. Let's take a look. Wait, what? Really? Tango Gameworks CEO Shinji Mikami to leave studio. If you guys don't know who Tango is the company that has developed the Evil Within games, Ghostwire Tokyo, and most recently, and of much notoriety, Hi-Fi Rush. Hmm. Okay, we'll read about it. We'll see what's going on. Look, dude, I didn't have any issues, man. Everything was fine for me. You know? Probably fell in that game too. What's up, Ferret? Suicide Squad killed Just League reveals first look at Luther. Let's we got some other Suicide Squad stuff up. Let's put this down here. There we go. That way, if we might not need to look at both. Valve's anti-cheat measures in Dota 2 lead to 40,000 accounts being banned, I think. Holy crap, dude. 40,000. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. Yeah, thanks. Hope you're well too, man. How's your coworker doing, buddy? Only 40K? Yeah, I know. That's still a chunk. It's a lot more than none. Let's stick with that. Well, yeah. 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 Valve's anti-cheat measures in Dota 2 lead to 40,000 account bans. I mean, here's the thing though. They would probably rather implement some stuff and play it safe, and rather than implement some measures that are going to end up catching more bad actors, but also because we see too often, right, where developers implement some measures to take out bad accounts, and a bunch of good standing accounts get caught as well, right? So could they have potentially oh, you've already seen it, Ferret. So could they have potentially maybe gone a little bit more intrusive and figured out some more accounts get taken care of here? Probably. But they also maybe would have put themselves in a position that they would have gotten more legitimate accounts banned out too, you know. So Valve's anti-cheat measures in Dota 2 lead to 40,000 account bans. Valve, the developer of the popular online game Dota 2, has permanently banned over 40,000 accounts in recent weeks for using third-party software to cheat the game. Valve announced in a blog post on Tuesday that it had identified and patched a known issue used by cheating software to exploit the game, and subsequently set a honeypot, nice dude, to catch players using the exploit. Yeah, they baited people, dude. They baited people. Sick. Fantastic. If you don't know what a honeypot is, it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's setting up something that basically tempts people that would normally utilize certain methods that you shouldn't to yeah, I'll look at it. But I'm just gonna TLDR to basically go in and utilize something they're not supposed to be, but the company is the ones that like is watching it and putting it into action, right? So that's what a honeypot is if you're not familiar. And then after a certain amount of time, they go, "Oh, hey, we got you," you know. So they don't actually. There are a lot of different ways to incorporate it and stuff. Third-party software enabled by its users to access information used internally by Dota client that is not visible during gameplay, providing them with an unfair advantage. After investigating the issue, Valve took action to remove bad actors from the active player base of Dota. This effort is a crucial step in maintaining the integrity of the game and ensuring fair competition among players. Pick that day as the day to turn to the dark side. Hey, dude, get wrecked. Cheating in games, dude, get wrecked. You suck. Go get good. Quit being a soft ass gamer. All right. Go get good. And quit cheating and you know it. Some people, I know some people cheat just to like be a troll, but um you know, a lot of people cheat just because they can't stand to lose, and they don't want to take time to really learn how to get better. They'd rather just take the easy way of like incorporating methods like this, like cheating, just to get an advantage, and that's trash, dude. Oh, shut up. Brother, you can't even get past tutorials. So, how am I supposed to take anything you say to heart? You know what I'm saying? Um, According to Valve, the developer of Dota 2, the team quickly the team quickly released a patch to counter the cheating method used by players. Patch included a honeypot, a section of data in the game client that was not accessible during normal gameplay, but could be accessed by the cheating software. Valve revealed that all of the 40,000 banned accounts had accessed this hidden section of data, indicating their engagement in cheating. Valve stated that it has extremely high confidence that every ban was well deserved, and that the company is committed to maintaining a fair and enjoyable gameplay environment for all users. By leveraging anti-cheat measures like honeypot traps, Valve is working to ensure that the game remains a level playing field for everyone. Fantastic. Valve emphasized that the recent action to ban over 40,000 accounts is a significant milestone in its ongoing campaign against cheaters and cheat developers in Dota 2. The company noted that this particular family of cheating clients is highly prevalent, making the number of banned accounts especially noteworthy. Yeah, the internet's always right? Yo, Mamzel, what's up? Good morning. Valve also made clear that it is committed to maintaining a fair and competitive gaming environment for all players. That cheating will not be tolerated. If you are running any application that reads data from the Dota client while playing games, your account can be permanently banned from playing Dota. Warned Valve. By taking visible actions against cheaters and their supporters, Valve is working to deter future cheating and ensure the integrity of the game. Valve is not alone in its efforts to combat cheating within the gaming community. This week, Ubisoft announced that it has developed a system to disrupt players who use XIM devices to cheat, while Destiny 2 developer Bungie recently won a $4 million lawsuit against cheat maker Aim Junkies for copyright violations. Fantastic, dude. This is a sub I love. Yo, these developers need to start just destroying these other companies that create the cheat software and stuff. That's dope, dude. Not only that, but you're starting to see like these developers are actually going after some of these bad actors themselves too, depending on what they do. Like what happened? Bungie, I'm pretty sure it was Bungie actually that went after an individual that used an email address to make it seem like they were an employee of Bungie and to get a whole bunch of they got upset that some of their content had been taken down as copyright stuff from Bungie. They got upset. They turned around. They used an email address that looked like an official Bungie address to strike a bunch of other copyright violations on Bungie themselves and other content creators that they shouldn't have been doing. And Bungie went after him, dude. Put a big lawsuit on him and stuff. And it was really cool, man. They need to be doing more stuff like that. More developers need to be going after people that do this kind of crap. It was crazy. Yeah. Fall Guys created an island only for cheaters. That's so good. Oh yeah, for sure, Ferret. Yeah, yep. Could you imagine being flagged as a cheater and only getting put in games with cheaters? Yeah. Yo, Peter, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah. In addition, Riot warned League of Legends and Teamfight players earlier this year about potential new cheats that could arise after the theft of source code for both games and the legacy anti-cheat software they employ in a data breach. Excuse me. These measures taken by major game developers demonstrate their commitment to ensuring fair gameplay and a level playing field for all users. By actively combating cheating and cheating tools, they are working to foster a more enjoyable and rewarding gaming experience for their communities. Yeah. Look, man, that's one of the big things is like cheaters, dude, and companies that don't do a good job at removing cheaters, anybody really that violates a good solid term of service for a community, if they're not good at removing those individuals and preventing them from coming back in with like dupe accounts and stuff, it's really unhealthy for an online community, you know. So we're seeing more and more and more these developers find ways to be better at this, and you know, this is good stuff, man. I mean, honeypots have been a thing in the IT industry forever. You know, you find a way to really bait in bad actors, malicious actors, and it's been a method of you know, entrapping bad actors and finding useful data and things like that for a long time, and I mean, it continues to be a very useful thing because it's like people that are looking for ways in, people that are looking for um ways to be malicious, that that's usually all they're looking for. The most highly visible vulnerability or easy way to gain access and get what they want. And that's basically what this is. They were like, "Look, come here, and you can cheat." And a lot of people, 40,000 people, over 40,000 accounts, bought into it, man. Um, um, Well, yeah, I mean, I've expressed that sentiment before too, Ferret. I don't really have an issue with that. I mean, I think there's something to be said. I mean, we talk about, the Konami code is notorious. There's something to be said. I think. I mean, there all kind. You remember back in the day, all the games that were being made in the same fashion as like Wolfenstein and Doom. The Duke Nukem and all those games, the first person shooters back then, God, they were everywhere, and they all had cheats that you could use to like go into like God mode, and you could get all kinds of crazy weapons, and it was really they were just like command line codes and stuff. There was all kinds of stuff you could start flying around. I mean, it was like the devs would always put in these codes for you to just play around and it was almost like Easter eggs. It was like, oh, if you know what the codes are, if you can figure, because back then the internet wasn't even as prevalent. So it was like your buddy would like tell you at school or something. He was like, bro, I found some new codes. I found out some new codes. That was like the internet back then. It was like word of mouth more than it was like actually connecting to the net, dude. uh so yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for just like messing around in a single player game and having a little bit of fun with that kind of stuff, because that used to be a very a prevalent thing in games. And so, I mean, game genies, you know what I mean? Game genies were if you don't know what game genies were, they were basically an adapter that you would put onto cartridges for like Nintendo and Game Boy and stuff like that. And they allowed you, I mean, they had manuals, dude. Manuals that they would just inject these cheat codes into the cartridges and allow you to just like cheat around in the games and stuff. So I mean, that kind of stuff's been around in single player games forever, but there's a huge difference in destroying an online community by being soft and not wanting to get good at a game, and just, you know, not being able to stand the fact that sometimes you're going to lose. That's just the reality of life. Sometimes you lose, dude. And that's the reality of gaming too. Sometimes you lose. It doesn't matter how good you are. Sometimes you lose, man. In competitive gaming, I mean, even the best players, sometimes they lose, man. And there are people that just can't stand it. And instead of wanting to get good, they resort to cheating. And it's really, really, really catastrophic, man, for the communities that it gets really bad in. And so the developers doing things to eliminate cheating is fantastic. One of my favorite things to watch online is people getting busted cheating. I love watching people get busted cheating, whether it be competitive gamers in like tournaments or like streamers. Dude, there's so many videos out there of because it's against terms of service for like Twitch and stuff too. To cheat in like competitive games and things like that, it's against terms of service. And if you get caught doing it, dude, you'll get banned. And it's funny how stupid people are. They'll like accidentally pop up their like their cheat software, and chat catches them like every time, dude. And they'll start calling him out. And it's funny because they always go into denial mode. And it's like, oh man, so and so was using my computer, and oh man, they must have been. Well, what is this? Oh geez, Rick, I don't even know. You know, it's like, and it's so funny. It's like, man, these individuals are the worst, man. You know, so stupid. But I love it. I love seeing them get wrecked. Yeah. Yeah. They always do it too. They always go into denial mode. It's like, it wasn't me, man. Somebody else was using the PC and I left this running. And it's like, come on, bro. But this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Genshin Impact confirms Baizu and Kave for 3.6. We're a few days away from the release of Genshin's 3.5 update, which is going to add Daya and Mika to the game via new banners, expanding the roster of playable Genshin Impact characters further. As is tradition, developer MiHoYo already gave us a glimpse into the future, revealing the 2 new characters to be added to the action RPG with the 3.6 update, which should be due in the middle of April. Looks like 2 additional Dendro characters are set to join the fun. We've already met both of them over the course of our adventures. Okay, cool, dude. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Baizu is the owner of Boo Pharmacy in Liu and takes care of the zombie girl Kiki, who is playable 5-star character in her own right. Oh, you know, AD, you can get a zombie character that's playable? Oh, in fact, you probably already have her on your roster because you lost your 50-50 roll to her in an attempt to get a specific other 5-star character. What? Crazy. Zombie character, dope. Kaveh is Alhaitham's roommate and renowned architect in Samuru, also being part of the academia. The two have a rather tense relationship, and it looks like the Alhaitham is basically living in Kaveh's head rent free. Nice. You should definitely check out the dialogues they've had in game so far because they had a good. They're good for a laugh. Aside from them being Dendro characters and Baizu having an affinity towards healing lore-wise, which hints at him being a support character, we don't have any official information about the duo yet. All right. If you need more, they've got like descriptions. I didn't read official descriptions about the characters and stuff, but if you want that, here you go. In your head. In your head. Zombie. Dude, rip the lead singer of the Cranberries, by the way. That sucks. F's in chat, dude. Um, she just passed like within the past couple of years, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, past couple of years, I think. She passed. God, that song's so good too. Konami reportedly planning pretty big E3. I will always put a disclaimer on this right now. If E3 happens, and I'm gonna get trolled out right now because I say this all the time, but dude, E3 hasn't happened in 3 years now. There's a reason why Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox have all already stated they won't be at it. It's not reliable. They're going to do their own showcases this summer like they've been doing for 3 years now. And I think anybody that plans on being at E3 is taking a pretty big risk. Going back to E2 now. Oh, 2018. Jeez, dude, for real? God, time flies. Dang, dude. 5 years? Bro. That's crazy. That's really nuts, man. Konami reportedly planning pretty big E3. Over the last few weeks, there's been a lot of buzz going surrounding E3 2023, which companies will be in attendance. Organizer Reed Pop recently confirmed to Comic Book show is full speed ahead. Yeah, that's what you say every single year, dude. and participants will be revealed soon. That hasn't happened just yet, but it seems an appearance by Konami was recently revealed by the Video Games Chronicle podcast. Apparently, Konami will have a pretty big E3 if E3 happens with a new Castlevania and new Castlevania, dude. Sorry, Ferret. And a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, both set to appear. Till we get official confirmation, readers should take this with a grain of salt. For the last few years, Konami had been moving away from video game development, focusing mostly on compilations of older games and other aspects of its business. Last year, it looked like things started to shift as the company announced several new projects based on its Silent Hill franchise. Oh, I hope they do a good job with that. We've seen a little bit of stuff already. Following those announcements, fans of Metal Gear and Castlevania were left feeling a bit jealous. However, if this report is accurate, it would seem that Konami has some big plans in store. E3 could be the perfect place for Castlevania and Metal Gear to take the spotlight. Konami could get a lot of attention with the absence of Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. If people actually pay attention to E3 anymore. If it actually happens. There are a lot of questions surrounding E3 this year and which companies will have games to showcase. We know that Ubi is planning on being there. Konami reportedly coming as well. The event is starting to take shape if it happens. If ReedPop is hoping to bring E3 back to its former glory, the organizer is going to need publishers on this level to attend. This would seem to be a pretty good start. We still don't know if companies like Capcom, EA, or Sega will be there, but it seems like information is starting to come at a fast clip. So they have dates for E3, which are supposed to be June 13th through June 16th. This is what happens every year right now, though. The event will be slated to take place. They'll have dates out. They'll say, yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. And then about 2 months to a month ahead of time, they'll go, yeah, we're shutting it down. Shutting it down. You know, and then all these developers and publishers go, okay, we got to figure something out. We're gonna have to have our own summer showcase. You know, there'll be the summer gaming show, and all these developers will do their own showcases and everything. And again, I mean, that's why, like they even stated up here, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony have already announced they're not going to be there because they don't want to deal with it anymore. I kind of predicted this, and I mean, I don't ever see E3 being the same thing that it ever was in the past. They've kind of ruined themselves by just continuing. I understand, like I understand a year, maybe two, because of the pandemic of having things completely shut down. But what they really should have done was tried to find a way to hold more of a digital kind of showcase as so many other events did. Whether you're talking about GDQ or what so many of these developers and publishers have done now, E3 isn't just for gaming, right? E3 is for tech all the way around. But it doesn't mean they couldn't have still done some online streamed events and everything. Again, like so many other organizations did, so many other events did. But instead, they just went, oh no, we're just going to shut it all the way down. And they've done it 3 years in a row. They didn't try to find a way to still do something. And it's been, I think, significantly catastrophic to what E3 will ever be again. Here you go, my Canadian friendos. Game studio acquired by Canadian company. Middlesbrough-based Sock Monkey has been acquired by Behavior Interactive in a deal which provides an exit for NPIF. Award-winning Middlesbrough Games developer Sock Monkey Studios has been acquired by Canada's largest video game studio, Behavior Interactive, for an undisclosed sum. The deal provides an exit for NPIF, Mercia Equity Finance, which is managed by Mercia and part of the Northern Powerhouse Investment Fund, and which achieved a fourfold return on investment. Canada, eh? Yeah. It's the Canada. Following the £250,000 pound investment in 2020, Mercia recruited industry figurehead Ron Ashtiani as chair. Since then, SockMonkey has almost tripled in size, with staff numbers rising from 18 to 45. Also worked with some of the leading publishers and brands, including Tiny Build, Sumo, Sega, and Paradox, creating games such as Tinykin, Little Orpheus, and Kill It With Fire. Most recently, it developed the first video game based on the global phenomenon Cocomelon in collaboration with Moonbug. Dude, I've never heard of that. SockMonkey was founded in 2013 by Teesside University graduates Darren Cuthbert and Bob Mackin, who set out to create a super studio in Middlesbrough. Excuse me. They were joined by Darren Falkus, co-founder of Optimus Software, one of the first video game studios on Teesside, which was sold to U.S. company Acclaim Entertainment. The trio will stay on in their current positions and help to continue SockMonkey's growth in Teesside. SockMonkey is Behavior's first European investment and will be renamed Behavior UK. Huh. Bob Mackin, SockMonkey's co-founder and CEO, said, "We're thrilled to celebrate our 10th anniversary year by joining Behavior's growing group of studios. Behavior is rapidly emerging as a global player within the gaming industry, and we're proud to represent the first step in their European expansion." Okay. The acquisition of SockMonkey is a testament to the growing reputation of Middlesbrough as a hub for digital developers. This exciting move puts the town on the global map of the gaming industry and will attract even more investment and attention to the creative work being done by Northern Game Studios. NPIF funding continues to be available for these growth businesses. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can make that argument for like anywhere. Okay, there's been some great games come out of studios in Canada, just like there's been great games that have come out of studios of a lot of other places in the world. There's also been some terrible stuff. You know what I mean? So I mean, just like all other places in the world. So, um, yeah, EA does wreck stuff, dude. So, but you're not wrong. Yeah, there's been some really good stuff. Hold on. Apologies. Yeah, I had to go throw up. Sorry. Anytime EA comes up, I start gagging, and I just couldn't handle it right then. So, ugh, God, it's pretty gross. There you go. If you want more, here. Oh, I'll give you more, chat, if you can handle it. Dark and Darker DevTales fans, no stolen assets or code were used in the development. Dude, if you guys haven't seen what Dark and Darker is, this game looks so dope. I'm really excited to try this out at some point, hopefully this year. It's in like beta testing stuff right now, I think. They keep doing some beta test stuff, which I've seen a little bit of content of. This is like, we'll read about it and then I'll show you what it is, okay? Think medieval kind of PvPvE, battle royale kind of stuff. It's really wild. It looks really cool. Recent rumor accused developer Iron Mace of stealing assets and code from a canceled Nexon project. Dark and Darker developer Iron Mace has denied theft accusations in a statement published to the game's official Discord server, declaring absolutely no stolen assets or code were used to create the upcoming fantasy-themed extraction shooter. Okay. The rumor started last week when Korean gaming news site This Is Game wrote that the Korea-based Iron Mace consisted of former Nexon employees who were caught trying to steal assets and code for a canceled Nexon project known as P3. The project was reportedly canceled in 2021, around the same year Iron Mace was founded. Screenshots of the canceled P3 project do look similar to Dark and Darker, but Iron Mace states that the assets, code, and game design documents used in the PvP-focused dungeon crawler were either built from scratch or purchased from the Unreal Marketplace. This has already been audited by an outside agency. Iron Mace's statement on Discord declares, as far as we know, you cannot copyright a game's genre. Korean news outlet YTN reported Nexon has sued Iron Mace and that the studio is currently under investigation. According to Iron Mace, the lawsuit is a separate personal matter claimed on one of our team members, and that no lawsuit has been filed against Iron Mace as a company. Quote, building games is hard enough without all the rumors and distractions in our industry. Iron Mace's statement reads, this is why we chose to handle matters privately. In respect to our peers in the industry, we've reached out through our back channels and do not believe the recent rumors were intentional and believe they are likely due to a disgruntled third party. For now, this will be our final statement on this matter. Iron Mace's website describes its team as a merry band of game developers delusioned by the exploitative and greedy practices we once helped create. Developers at the studio have worked on some of the biggest games in Korea, the site declares, and seen firsthand how corporate game companies sell their soul for these easy paydays. We know how that happens all too often. In contrast, Iron Mace states its mission is to create games with soul that can lead to a renaissance of awesome video games direct from Korea. Dark and Darker's potent combination of dungeon diving, melee-heavy PvP combat, and extraction shooter elements propelled it to over 100,000 concurrent players as part of its most recent Steam Next Fest playtest. Iron Mace in its Discord statement mentions that the studio has a lot of work ahead preparing the game's next playtest, and that the studio will let our work do the talking. Dark and Darker does not currently have a release date. Yeah, I forgot to cleanse their souls. We might have to help them. Do you see what I see? I want it so bad. Here, check it out. Check out what Dark and Darker is. Sons of the Force is doing really well, by the way. If it would have been a full release, we'd be playing that right now. You see up at the top, it says next adventure starts. You're like queued up to go into these dungeons. You can have a party. So you can party up. You can go solo. But you're going in there and you're PvPing as well. And you'll fight enemies. Just like AI enemies also. But it's about like getting loot and extracting, staying alive. It's really cool looking, man. And people are enjoying it quite a bit right now. It seems anyways. See, that's like in a lot of the battle royale games that you'll play, there's like a circle that closes in, right? So there's like a time limit, and if that circle closes in on you, you start taking damage and die or whatever. Yeah. Oh, petting the doji, dude. Oh, look at the little awoo, dude. So far, it seems like a lot of people are enjoying this game. There's a lot of hype around this right now. If you want a link to it on Steam, I'll share that with you, okay? It's right there. Check this out, though. While we're here, Sons of the Forest is 88% positive right now. Yesterday, it was at like 97. So I think, but that was at like under 1,000 reviews. I think there were just a lot of people that were really psyched about the game releasing, and I was like, yeah, we'll wait and look tomorrow. So it's still doing okay. I expect the game to be good, but I was really not happy with the fact that this game was not releasing in full access, or like it wasn't a full release. It was going early access because they've already announced. If you take a look at this, we played just the Forest regularly. The first Forest game, this one, we played a few weeks ago, and in anticipation of this releasing, and then we found out this was gonna not be a full release anymore. It was gonna be early access, and they've stated here on the Steam page that the full version will differ from the early access by having additional game mechanics and lore in the full version. And I was like, dude, I don't want to play this till the full version hits. So, review-wise, I really wish that, like, either Steam or developers would start setting requirements on being able to leave reviews for games. Like some kind of like, it doesn't need to be a significantly large amount of time, but 0.1 hours on record. While this is a funny review, it's like, dude, it skews the overall rating and everything really bad. You know what I mean? Oh, $2, sick. Nice, man, though. This is a funny review, don't get me wrong. The only time naked women chase me. 2 out of 2 would recommend. That's pretty funny. But, dude, 0.1 hours on record. It's like, come on, man. People that actually, like, are not coming in here and looking at the reviews and are trying to just... This skews the overall rating, dude. Like, people that do this kind of crap. There's 18. 18 hours, and that's all they have to say. That's terrible, dude. I don't know. We'll play it on full release, though. That's my play. That's my plan, anyways. Yep. Which is supposed to be about 6 to 8 months from now, is what they're saying currently. Is that they just needed about 6 to 8 more months. So that's why they wanted to early access it right now. Cool. But, man, just don't keep drawing it out. Don't turn this into a flipping 7 days to die situation here. We'll see what comes from the dark and darker stuff, though. Forza Horizon 5, they were supposed to release the DLC information yesterday. We'll see what we got. Microsoft announced the next major expansion for Forza Horizon 5, titled Rally Adventure, launching on March 29th. So just over a month from now. The Forza 5 DLC takes place in Sierra Nueva, which contains multiple biomes such as sand dunes, desert gorges, green hills, and forests. With 3 different teams, players compete in timed rally stages and multi-car races. According to Microsoft, the expansion will add more objects and props for Event Lab, which will also be available within the main game. An additional 10 vehicles will also be added to the game, including the all-electric 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning Platinum, the incredible 1973 Hoonigan Volkswagen Baja Beetle Class 5 1600 Scumbug. Nice, dude. And a Rally Legend in the 2001 Ford number 4 Ford Focus RS.
Welcome to Sierra Nueva. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll call you route from the air. Bumps, then hard right. Medium right, followed by water. Caution, off-cambered roads, jumps and bumps.
Hairpin right, then hard left.
Don't even think about slowing down. Hope you brought those rally tires.
All right. Yeah, we've already kind of talked about that. Next year's Call of Duty will reportedly be released on current and last-gen consoles. Despite rumors to the contrary, a new report suggests Call of Duty 2024 will come to PS4 and Xbox One. It was previously thought that Call of Duty would leave the last-gen consoles behind after this year's release. According to Insider Gaming, however, references to a past-gen Call of Duty documents can be found in a recent Activision data breach. With Call of Duty seemingly coming to Switch, the continuation of past gen releases does kind of make sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Lay on top of it, flip your bed, lay on. You know what I found with some of my past pets and dogs especially? If you've ever had a dog and you've gotten a dog bed and they just sit there and like scratch at it and scratch at it and scratch at it and like try to get it comfy to lay down on, or they'll do things like flip it over. It's there's some dogs that don't like. There's something to do with like lumpiness. It's weird. I literally had a dog. I was like, why does this dog do this all the time? And I started reading up on it, and I saw a suggestion. And it was like, find a nice memory foam, flat memory foam. It doesn't need to be real expensive or anything, but and I did that. I bought one. Dude, the dog was so happy. Never did it again. It was our little pug, dude. It was our little pug we had. It did not like beds that had like any kind of lump in them. A lot of times you buy those beds and they're just like stuffed with like whatever, you know what I mean? And dogs don't all. There are certain dog personalities that don't like that, and they'll just like scratch at it and like flip it over and stuff. Yeah, no kidding. And I'm not saying that it will in fact work, but I have experienced this. Our pug was like that, and so I got a new bed. Ended up tearing the first bed we bought, tore the bed up because it just couldn't quit scratching at it because it was like uncomfortable. You know what I mean? He was just uncomfortable. He just kept scratching at it and finally just ripped it up. And so I got one, and it was actually much easier to clean and everything too because it had like zippers. You could pull the foam out of it. You could wash it and everything. And I think I got it on Amazon. It was pretty nice. And the top of the part where the dog would like get in and lay on and everything was like a memory foam section that could be taken out and stuff, and it was flat, dude, and the dog loved it. Never scratched at it again. So that would be maybe something to look into. If you guys want more info out of that article here. Yeah, that's the way my dog always did too. Here, look. Check this. No. So, so that was our little dude, and this was the bed. He loved it, dude. He loved it, and it had the same thing. Had the sides on it, right? And the sides were also, you could pull the sides out too, so you could like wash this entire thing. This section down here on the bottom was like the memory foam stuff, right? So the bottom would zip open. You could pull the memory foam out, and then this top part was like it was like a long like snake pillow or whatever, and you could zip the entire top out and pull that pillow part out. So whenever you needed to wash this, you could wash the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? But he loved this as well, and that's the way he was. He would always lay his head, and this little part you can kind of tell. This part is the back, and it's higher, and then the snake pillow part came together here in the front, and it was shorter and smaller. And you would stuff it in this front section. The zipper would be like around this backside here, and then the front wouldn't have a zipper. But that's where the pillow got shorter and smaller, and you would stuff it in there. And this was like where they would get in the bed. It was a little bit shorter and everything. And he loved putting his head around on the side of this. But this part was where the memory foam was, down in here, and that zipped out too. So maybe something like that would be nice. Yeah. I miss that dog so much. Armored Core 6 trailer, gameplay, and everything we know so far. From Software's Armored Core 6 is making an epic comeback. I'm so conflicted right now about this game. Like, I'm so conflicted. I want to play this so bad on release, and I don't think I will. Dude, I love mech games. And I think From Software is a good developer. I think they make great content, but dude, their PC versions suck. From Software is terrible at their PC versions of games. And Elden Ring being the latest example of a terrible PC release. I played it on release. Most of you know that. It felt gross. I played all the way through it, and it was brutal. It had a lot of issues. It was just not made for PC. It was, again, like we talked about this morning, it was a game that was developed for console, and they ported it to PC before release. They didn't make that game for PC. They didn't make a version for PC like they should have. And that's what I'm afraid they're going to do with this too. And I want to play it so bad. I love mech games so much, and I think that From Software is probably going to knock this out of the park. But I'm too scared, dude. I'm too scared of a PC version. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, the next installment in From Software's long-running mech-based action series, is due to release in 2023. From Software's Armored Core 6 is a mech-based vehicular combat game that'll see players return to the destroyed planet of Rubicon 3 to fight as a mercenary for money and resources. It's been 10 years since the last installment in this 15-game series, so we can't wait to see how this latest entry will utilize the power of PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and probably be not as good on PC, because From Software that's what they do. We want to know more about the giant mechs? Read on for everything we know. Supposed to release this year, yes. Latest trailer. Yeah, we saw it at the Game Awards. I'm not going to watch it again. I'll link it so you guys can take a look. Set in an apocalyptic future where corporations hire mercenaries to pilot giant mechanized robots that fight tooth and nail for bounties and resources. Armored Core 6 carries on this mech-filled apocalypse. According to Bandai Namco's website, the narrative focus on this upcoming title will surround a new mysterious substance found on the planet Rubicon 3. Initially seen as a brilliant energy source, this substance became unstable and engulfed the planets and surrounding stars in flames. Almost half a century later, this same substance has resurfaced on the contaminated planet and piqued numerous big corporations' interests. You will be sent to Rubicon 3 as a mercenary to capture this source of power and fight off anyone who gets in your way. It is a 3D combat mecha action game that will see players freely run around the three-dimensional stage with slow and steady three-dimensional maneuvers, according to From Software's official website. Mechs have always been a big part of the Armored Core series. Like the original games, players will have enormous control over mech customization. You can create original mechs by swapping out pieces that can be purchased with money earned from the mercenary missions. There will also be a multiplayer mode where you'll be able to customize your mech and take the fully customized mech into battle with others. The director of Armored Core 6, Masuru Yamamura, said in an interview with IGN. The Soulsborne games were the only obstacle preventing Armored Core 6. It's been 10 years since the release of the last Armored Core game, and in an interview with B&E Fun Live, producer Yasutaka Agura explained why From Software hasn't released a new series entry sooner. There was never any intention to leave this large gap between Armored Core games. The only real obstacle was that our company always had so many different titles on the go. So thanks to all those pesky, critical, acclaimed Soulsborne games, we've had to wait a decade for Armored Core 6. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm really psyched. I'm really stoked. I think it's probably going to be very good content. FromSoft is good at content, man. But, God, I probably won't be able to play it on release because I want to play it on PC. And they're not good at PC releases, man. They just aren't. Tango Gameworks CEO Shinji Mikami to leave the studio. Bethesda confirms departure. Interesting. Shinji Mikami has directed one of the best survival horror video games over the years. Yes. Tango Gameworks founder and CEO Shinji Mikami is leaving the studio after spending more than a decade there. Mikami is a prominent name in the video game industry, behind popular video game titles such as Resident Evil, The Evil Within, God Hand, and Ghostwire Tokyo, as well as the newly launched vibrant action title Hi-Fi Rush. Bethesda confirmed the news via a Twitter post. It wrote, "We can confirm that Shinji Mikami has decided to leave Tango Gameworks in the coming months. Excuse me. We thank him for his work as a creative leader and supportive mentor to young developers on the Evil Within franchise, Ghostwire Tokyo, and of course, Hi-Fi Rush. We wish Mikami-san well in the future and are excited by what lies ahead for the talented developers that Tango had added." No future plans have been announced by Mikami yet. Interesting. Mikami left Capcom in 2007 and co-founded Platinum Games, which he left in 2010, to set up Tango. The studio was acquired by Bethesda, Bethesda's Softworks parent, ZeniMax Media, which themselves came under Microsoft's wing in 2021. While at Tango, Mikami directed The Evil Within, took an executive producer role on The Evil Within 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Hi-Fi Rush. Interesting. That's a loss for them, man. That's a loss. Hold on. All right. Keep pushing. PlayStation Plus games for March 2023 headlined by Battlefield 2042. PlayStation Plus games for March have been officially confirmed to be Battlefield 2042, Minecraft Dungeons, and Code Vein, and they'll be available to all subscribers from March 7th through April 3rd. PlayStation shared the news during its State of Play yesterday. We're going to watch that today after the news segment here. shared that Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, Chia, Ghostwire Tokyo, Immortals Phoenix Rising, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction will all be joining the PlayStation Plus game catalog, which is available to extra and premium members. Yeah. As for the game catalog games, there are some heavy hitters in there, but Chia is the sole new release. This gorgeous tropical open world adventure game is heavily inspired by New Caledonia, and it also lets you soul jump into animals and most objects you find. Chia will be released on March 21st. Yeah, we've seen a trailer for it already. It looks pretty wild. Looks really pretty. While you want to wait for these games to arrive, be sure to check out blah. If you want to see, we've seen all these trailers before. We know what these games are. So that's what's coming, though. So you know. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will require constant internet connection even for single player mode. What was the other title we just saw that this was happening to? Was it Star? No, it's Redfall. It's Redfall. Redfall's the same way. We just read about this. Redfall is going to be the same exact way. Doesn't matter if you're going for single player only in Redfall, you'll need a internet connection the whole time. Yep. We just read about that as well. So, interesting. Here's another thing about Killing the Justice League. We've already seen screenshots about this game for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League that apparently show the game is planning on having a microtransaction shop, a battle pass, and is looking to be a paid game. So not only are you going to have to pay to play this game, to buy the game up front, but they want you to be battle passing in it. They want you to be paying for microtransactions in the game. And they'll probably be doing some kind of like season pass DLC, stuff like that. Holy moly! Thanks, dude. Check it out. My son's keeping me large and in charge. You know what I'm saying? He likes daddy fat. Thanks, dude. Got my own personal chef, dude. Just what I always wanted. All right, let's take a look at it. No. Okay, I thought I clicked on that. Rocksteady Studios, the developer behind the Batman Arkham series, has just confirmed that you'll need to have an internet connection to play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The news comes from the official Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League website under the frequently asked questions section. One of the questions asks, is an internet connection required to play the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? The answer is yes. An internet connection is required to play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League solo or via online co-op. This information comes shortly after Rocksteady Studios released new gameplay footage during the State of Play yesterday, which we will see today after the news segment. In the trailer shown off, we're given a better look at gameplay mechanics. Well, we'll watch it right now to maybe if they have it. Do they have it? No, they don't have it linked in here. We'll see it in the State of Play VOD that we watch after the news, okay? This information comes shortly after Rocksteady Studios released new gameplay footage during the State of Play yesterday. In the trailer shown off, we're given a better look at gameplay mechanics, information on the story, and even how the Battle Pass works. Battle Pass, for sure, being part of this. Gross. Set to come out on May 26th. Yo, that's 2 days after 2-year anniversary stream. Yo, we're going to have to start figuring out what we're doing for the anniversary stream. 24-hour stream, by the way. On May 24th. Guys, we're going to be 2 years old. Oh, woo! Will be playable on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. Suicide, yeah, first look at, we'll see this. We'll see this today. I'll watch it now. That way, if anybody's not able to take a look at the VOD of the State of Play, Latest trailer for Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has given DC fans their first look at the longtime Superman villain Lex Luthor. Earlier this week, a new clip from Suicide Squad was unveiled and hinted the existence of Luthor within this DC version of the DC universe. After this full video was revealed as part of today's PlayStation State of Play presentation, we've seen what this edition of Luthor will look like. Hold on. Full gameplay trailer for yourself here. 6 minutes. Let's go. We'll see this again, I'm sure, today while we watch the State of Play stuff, but it's in the news. You know, we didn't get to watch it yesterday because I had to take a day off, so get a look.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Hello, Brainiac.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I can't
happening
stand the Flash anymore.
Great.
Not that I was
You
ever a
will
big
have
fan of the
Luthor
Flash,
ASAP.
but it doesn't even matter.
Good news.
That
You
actor,
want
Ezra
Luthor,
Miller.
all you have to do is come and get him.
Seems like a just absolutely terrible person, and it like anything to do with the Flash, dude, is like a no-go.
Task Force X, what the hell
I
was
can't
that?
believe they're even releasing
Flash is
the
alive.
new Flash.
And he has Luthor.
Stuff.
One
It's crazy.
damn thing at a time.
If you haven't seen all the crap going on with that actor, dude, look it up.
If
It's
there's a
nuts.
snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to. No matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball?
Time to light them all up.
Incoming Ollie! Out of my way.
Guess Quinn ain't holding anything back for later.
Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance. Ah! That's gonna leave a mark.
Focus our fire on this tank.
Why do we never get reinforcements?
Thunder upon this tank!
Yes! Spot you, mate! Love explosion!
Up high. Incoming.
Send this chopper flying!
Roger that, Quinn. Eyes up. We got more company. Go, Shark, go.
Senseless violence! Love it!
Nail that weak spot, squad.
No worries! Boom! Job done!
You came through, Boomer.
Just call me the pinball wizard.
Unstoppable!
Quinn, there's more of them.
Thank you! Die already! Guys, this one won't die already!
Killing it out there, Hal! Come on!
Who is she, Spider-Man?
Here comes the boom!
Huge target.
What was all that?
Rising like a wave!
This is
They can all just like.
Boom.
Ouch!
I love our escapades.
They can all just basically fly. Yeah.
So, the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Well, hey there, sleepyhead. We've got an interrogation to get back to. Hey. You think I'm just gonna let you walk away? And tell these guys everything you know? You think they can stop us? Pathetic.
Pathetic? At least I'm not a big hero turned stooge for a spaceman.
Okay, Boomerang. You want to see what a real hero can do? I'll show you.
I think I'd rather hang out with the actual character, Homelander, from the movies, than from what I know of Ezra Miller in real life. Than that person.
Tell me how.
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
All right. Each squad member has their own unique moveset with enhanced traversal abilities to freely explore the dynamic open world of Metropolis, along with a variety of weapons to customize and skills to master. Fans can tailor their experience, whether playing on their own or as a single player or teaming up with friends in multiplayer co-op. So there's multiplayer co-op in the game. Huh. Okay. Alright. There you go. Scorpion is back. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Knock it off. MK12 confirmed for 2023 release, dude. The internet has collectively lost its mind as it was just confirmed this year. We will be getting Mortal Kombat 12. The news broke as it was mentioned during a Warner Brothers Discovery earnings call. Excuse me. We have no other information currently besides that, but we will be on the lookout for more to be revealed in the coming months. While we're in the Mortal Kombat 12 waiting room, check out the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary video. Nope. There you go, though. MK12, dude, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Here are the Amazon Prime Gaming Free Games and Luna editions for March. I Am Fish, Book of Demons, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, Adios, and Faraway 3. March 2nd, you can get Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. March 9th is Adios, I Am Fish. March 16th, Faraway 3, Arctic Escape. March 23rd, Book of Demons, Peaky Blinders Mastermind. And March 30th, City Legends Trapping in the Mirror Collector's Edition. All right. New games coming to Luna Plus and the Prime Gaming channel in March. If you're a Luna Plus subscriber, you'll gain access to Citizen Sleeper, which is supposed to be very, very good, and Guacamelee 2. As for Luna's Prime Gaming channel in March, you'll be able to check out Mega Man 11, Cellforth, Get Packed, Couch Chaos. If you need more info, it's in chat. All right. Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to PS5 this summer. We're going to see this probably today in the State of Play. But, yeah, during yesterday's State of Play, it was revealed that Baldur's Gate 3 will be coming to PlayStation 5 consoles on August 31st. Okay, this will coincide with the game's release on PC, which was revealed a few months ago. The announcement trailer features the talented works of J.K. Simmons and sets the tone for this new trailer perfectly. This is the first new installment in the Forgotten Realms series in over 20 years, and with Larian Studios helming the classic IP, it looks like it will be one of the best RPGs released this year. Quite an accomplishment, considering the wealth of RPGs that are set to release this year. Here's hoping we will get to see even more of this game ahead of its official August release date.
I'll tell you a story, true soul. My life was dismantled piece by piece.
Wait a while and listen.
And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. I must finish what I started. Death's design will be complete.
Discover Ketheric's secret. Find
Damn,
out
Doug,
what
you
it
got
is that
happened.
makes him invincible
Barrett,
so
go again,
we
Doug.
can strip him
I don't
of
like
his
that.
advantage.
Go again. Barrett, blink twice.
You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the Absolute.
Bow before me. Bow before the Absolute. Bow!
Okay. Cool. Yo, collector's edition will only be $1,532. So, you know, cool. I'm just kidding. I don't know how much it is, but probably close. So there you go. Coming out to PS5 as well on August 31st when it releases on PC also. Pricey first-party PS5 games everyone should play are on sale. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Horizon Forbidden West, and The Last of Us Part 1 are all on sale. We get it. New-gen games are expensive. At $70 a pop for PlayStation's most sought-after first-party games that are jam-packed with all the goodies you want in the PS5 game. It's understandable if you don't have an extensive collection just yet. The era of $70 games is here, and it hurts. But some of the best first-party PlayStation games are currently enjoying a pretty sweet sale. If you're looking to toss your extra cash towards one or two of them, shout out to Polygon for pointing out this nice sale. A lot of games currently on sale were PS5 launch titles like Demon's Souls, Spider-Man's, or Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition. Let's see. Many of these games discounted on the PS Store. If you want them immediately, download and play a digital version. Head there to check them out. Not all of them will be as cheap as the physical ones you can find at third-party retailers, however. So make sure to compare the two to maximize your savings. After all, $10 is an iced oat milk latte with an extra shot plus tip where I'm from. God dang, dude. People... Really? Nice, Ferret. Bro, are you guys actually going out and spending $10 a pop on crap like that? Dude, I need to start a flipping coffee shop. I'll put a flipping umbrella in there and everything. Here are the PS5 first part. I'll put a little shot of whiskey in there or something. You know what I mean? God dang. $10 for a coffee, man. I'll hook it up, dog. I'm gonna start a coffee shop. I'm gonna start a stream. I'm gonna start a coffee shop. It'll be a coffee shop, bookstore, and I'll just stream from there. Also, I'll stream. The wife can do the bookstore part. The kids will maintain the coffee part. It'll be fine. You know. Yeah, they're down. They already said yeah. Here are the PS5 first-party games on sale right now. Last of Us Part 1 is $50 at Best Buy. Gran Turismo 7, $40 Best Buy GameStop. Demon's Souls, $30 at Best Buy. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition, $40 at Best Buy. Returnal, $30 at Best Buy. Horizon Forbidden West, $40 at Best Buy. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, $30 at Best Buy. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, $30 at Best Buy. And Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, $20 at Best Buy and GameStop. Cool. There you go. If you guys need some links, the eShop, the PS store is supposed to be doing a bunch of sales on those as well. But take a look. Last article I have for the morning. Then we're going to go watch the PlayStation State of Play before we jump into playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night for today, okay? The Pale Beyond review. Here's a health to the company. Quote, kind friends and companions, come join me in rhythm. In rhyme. Excuse me. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all leave here again. The cruise song echoes across the ice flow. The words won't fill their bellies nor warm their frostbitten fingers, but one must take small comforts where one can. Soon they will once again turn to you for guidance. You didn't ask to be their captain, but so help you God, you will lead them out of the Pale Beyond. You are Robin Shaw, first mate of Captain Hunt's expedition to find the wreck of the Viscount at the South Pole. After an interview telling Hunt your background, experience, and thoughts on leadership, you've got the job. For the first month or so of the voyage, before the vessel hits ice, you get to know the crew. Some you like, some you don't, but when Hunt goes missing after the ship is trapped in the ice, all eyes are on you to lead the crew and survive this frozen wasteland until rescue arrives. Bro. Gameplay? An hour of gameplay? No. Sorry, guys. This is really long. Let's TLDR this. The game does have a few unfortunate flaws. There are two main endings, both of which are nice and of themselves. There's no epilogue or anything afterwards to tell you what happened to all the characters who survived. I wouldn't want something too grandiose or involved, just a sentence or two for at least the major players of your character and your character. It feels like something should be there too, because many of the characters talk about what they'll do once they get home, and you have a few choices as well. As a smaller budget indie game, I'm not going to hold this next problem against them too much, but Pale Beyond lacks noticeable polish in some areas. There are quite a few typos, moments where code sneaks into dialogue bubbles, and controller support has a habit of breaking frequently. The game is verified on Steam Deck, but I don't believe it should be in this state. It looks and runs great on the platform, but the default controls just don't work half the time. You may need to tweak it for emergency mouse support. Even so, the Pale Beyond is a fantastic experience, joining a burgeoning genre of narrative survival games like the equally excellent I Was a Teenage Exocolonist and Citizen Sleeper. So they gave it a 90, right? Pros, fantastic art style, difficult yet fair survival management, choices really matter, and amazing sound. That sounds awesome. Cons, loosely defined characters, controller support breaks constantly, and lack of closure in endings. Pale Beyond is a masterclass in tone and atmosphere informing gameplay. As Captain Robin Shaw, you'll need to make tough decisions constantly, but this stressful journey is well worth seeing through to the end. Cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. Here you go, guys. If you want, there's like an entire hour-long gameplay video there. If you want, probably a lot of spoilers, but, you know. Pale Beyond, huh? Interesting. Sounds like a cool time. They've got a demo on here too, guys.
Seems the cold might have gotten the best of me.
I'll link this for you afterwards.
What do you think makes a good leader? Willpower? Control? Understanding? Seems like you're going to be here for some time. You don't have much. You'll have to make it last. You're all alone out here.
Did they just put penguins into the furnace?
Are all you have. And you're all they've got too.
Penguins are friends.
You didn't ask for this.
Not furnace
and
fed.
neither did they.
Maybe they were just keeping them warm. I'm sure they were just keeping them warm, right?
And whether you like it or not, you're in charge now. What leads fools to the end of the world? Glory? Money? Loyalty? Answers? Escape? The ice bonds people. It breaks them as well. It'll be a long time before anyone comes looking for you. Think you can last? It's merciless out there. Injury, illness, death. You need to lead that lot to solid ground before the ice swallows them whole.
Very cold, baby, yeah.
Lead them
God, I miss
home.
Raphael, dude. That looks cool, man. Looks cool. Release date coming soon. They do have a demo. What's happening, dude?
Seems the cold might have gotten the best of me.
Oops, sorry. What? Okay.
Seems the cold might have gotten the best of me.
Steam jacked up or something. They do have a download, a demo you can download, which is very cool
What
too.
do you think makes a good
Throw this in
leader?
here for you guys.
Willpower,
Check it out. Looks like a cool game.
control, understanding.
It'd be cool, man.
Seems like
It'd be cool. Solid. Solid. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, this is where we're headed. We're gonna go watch the state of play that happened yesterday. But that's it for the news, man. Them's the breaks. You guys are awesome. Happy Friday, dude. The weekend's here. The weekend is upon us. You absolute legends. How about it? How about it, dude? Pretty exciting. Weekends are always good, right? So thank you very much for everything you guys are, and you know, everything you're helping to create here in this community. It's amazing. I appreciate it very much. Sorry for not having gaming content yesterday, but just one of those things, man. Had to just do the news, that way I could get live stuff taken care of, and we're back in it today, baby. We'll get the bloodstained stuff rolling, and we'll have a good day today after we go watch State of Play. Cool. So if anybody is checking out this content later on as highlights on the Twitch channel or VODs on the YouTube channel, whether it be the news stuff or gameplay, you know, funny clips, whatever, man, then come see what you can do about hanging out with us whenever we're live. Starting at 6 a.m. CST every single day, we always begin with the news, video gaming news segments before we dive into whatever gaming content that we've got ourselves invested in for the rest of the day. All right, we have a great time. We would love to share that experience with other amazing people that are interested in the video game world. So come hang out with us, man. Other than that, everybody stay healthy, stay safe, be kind, and we will be back at it tomorrow with more video gaming news for February 25th and what should be day 2 of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Cool.